I totally didn't steal ramen out of your truck. Nothing to see here.
Dude, I got tons of it.
You want some?
Me?
You want some of your own ramen? What's up, everyone? Back with another episode of Stuff and Things. We are out in the Sat van today, and this could be a long video, might break it up into multiple videos. It's raining, so it was a perfect reason for me to bring the van out this weekend. Jake is over here, and he put together this whole trip. I kind of mentioned it in a previous video with him and I, so we're gonna be camping in this spot. We're gonna be here for a while, like 3 days. When's the last time you stayed in a spot for longer than a day?
I haven't done it all summer. I'm so excited.
Sam's here. What's up, dog?
What's up?
So Jake's got a new tent on his truck. Sam's got his rig all dialed in. There's so much stuff to show you guys while we're out here this weekend. I've also got a bunch of new products, like camping style products, in the van right now. The van is completely loaded, full of water, full of food. We're gonna be cooking a bunch. I'm actually using a product that I showed once in an older video. Notice how the van is completely level right now. I have these little guys right here called flat jacks, and you basically park whatever vehicle you want to level on top of them. I have my onboard air compressor, so pump those up to about 17 PSI, which is max, and the van is sitting perfectly level now, which is great for using the sink and the shower because all of the drains are kind of towards the front of the van. So if the van's not level, especially if you're leaning backwards or to the driver's side, your drains aren't gonna work very well. So I'm going to finish setting everything up. We're gonna hang out, actually crack some drinks for once. I typically don't drink when we're doing camping trips because I camp a lot. And if I drank every time we camped, that would be a problem. But since we're here for a couple days, I figured, why not? We, of course, have twisted teas on deck. Got some whiskey. I think we're gonna kick things off with a twisty. All right, after a quick little setup, I kind of unloaded the van. That way I can actually use the inside of it while we're camping here all weekend. Jake is prepping tonight's meal. There's gonna be a lot of cooking in this video.
Yeah.
What you got for us?
Got some steak tacos.
Steak. Free shavacado, jalapenos,
onions, jalapenos, avocados, lime,
garlic. We about to feast. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Now for one of the first new product type of things that I brought out here to test. I've got a new tent from FSR. New to me. This is not like a brand new product or anything. But since we are out here on a weekend when it's supposed to rain, I got this big daddy right here. It's really not all that heavy. It's just kind of long and big in size. So I am about 5'10". It's probably about 5 feet long. This is the 4-man hub tent coming from FSR. This thing is brand new to me. So I'm gonna set this up in real time, not having set one up before, so you guys can see how this actually goes. All right. This thing had me in the first half there. I didn't realize where the actual opening was, but that's where you're supposed to start from. And now we have a nice little waterproof hangout spot because it's definitely gonna rain more throughout this weekend. So for a little bit closer of a look, this is the Free Spirit Recreation hub tent, the 4-person version. It does come with stakes and a little rain fly, so I can actually stake this thing down, but I don't think we're gonna have to worry about wind too much here. So it's got this nice little square footprint. Simply just pull out on these to collapse them, you push them in. So you pop them out. Got the FSR branding in through the entryway. And here we have it. Now I can move this thing around pretty easily just by like lifting up on the center and kind of moving it. Probably only weighs like maybe 35 pounds or so. And I've stood in one in their showroom before, but I haven't like fully dove into all the details. So there's bug screen windows right here. Looks like we've got those all around this tent. Little Velcro there to keep it in place. So now this tent can breathe a little bit. You can let a little bit of light in. Over here by the back, these little flaps are actually inlets for either an AC or a fan or a diesel heater. You could set a diesel heater outside here, put the tube inside, and it would be toasty warm in here. I would say you could probably fit a king-size mattress in here. There's also a floor that can be put in place here, and it'll Velcro all along the bottom. Let's actually see what else we got in the bag over here. Gotta pick up all this packing material. This is kind of sick, isn't it? So you guys are seeing this the first time I'm seeing it too. We got stakes right here. I probably don't even need to stake it down.
Unless it's windy, but no, it's good. It's heavy enough.
Yeah, it's like 35 pounds maybe.
It's raining like crazy. You just hang out in here.
You see the little inlets in the back? You could put your diesel heater out there and pump hot air in. You could really use this thing as like an ice fishing setup, which would be pretty dope. So stakes here.
Damn, boy!
These are more stakes and straps for the rain fly. This material is actually pretty water resistant as it is, so I don't think I'm going to even need to put the rain fly on. The rain fly really just helps keep water from getting in the windows if it's like blowing around. This is probably the rain fly. Ooh, the lights are in here though. Yeah, buddy. And then we have the floor too. Probably not even gonna put the floor in because it's just gonna get muddy from us walking in and out, so I will, however, hang these lights up. And like I mentioned, these are strip lights like you will find in a lot of the FSR tents. So these just simply clip onto the bars on the ceiling. We've got 2 different light strips actually. Probably one right here. And let's do one right here as well. Alright, I forgot to bring a battery pack because honestly, this was like kind of a last minute thing to bring, but my little Claymore lantern, the saline lantern, this can actually power lights. I only have one though, and there are 2 strips. So there we have light. It's actually kind of nice at night, like plenty of light to light everything up in here, and it's kind of soft because of the material. This is obviously not the ideal setup. I just hung the lantern from this little hook. I'm assuming this can be used as storage if you put these little hooks up here. Yeah, there we go, that's better. So, strip light. You could hang another one over on this side to get this one lit up, but I dig it. I will report back later in this video or the next one. This is probably going to be like a multi-part thing, and I'll let you guys know what I think about this hub tent. So far, easy setup. It's got lights, it's got airflow, a lot of cool features. Alright, I've been summoned. You already eaten? How are they?
They're good. Yeah.
Looks good. Nice jacket. Oh, nice hat.
Oh, it's definitely my new favorite hat.
It's a nice hat.
You got barbecue chips?
Yeah, you want some barbecue chips?
Yes, please.
All right. Go sit down. I'll bring some to you.
All right, Jake made the food and he's gonna plate it for me now too. Toasted tortillas, nice medium rare steak. Oh,
It's a crispy a little bit on the.
I like a good crisp on my steak.
Oh yeah.
A good sear on there. Free shavakadu.
Onions.
Onions, sure.
Onions.
Just a little bit.
Would you like some jalapenos?
Sure. A little bit of those too.
Little challah.
Holla holla get dollar.
A little cilantro.
A little cilantro.
Aguacate.
Because we are cultured here.
Aguacate.
Yeah. Free shavakadu.
What is that?
You've never seen that vine?
I probably
Come on down to Del Taco. They've got free shavakadu. You've never seen that vine? You know what I'm talking about, right? All right, here we go. Lucid wrap tacos.
Lucid steak tacos.
One bite, everyone knows the rules.
I laughed so hard when you last video.
You might be putting Jason out of business, man. That's a good taco. Somebody said great. Greatest tacos everywhere.
I was thinking about maybe some tomato, but I was like, let's keep it green. A little red onion.
Little kick from the jalapenos. Appreciate you.
No problem.
Shotgun.
All right, steak tacos were chef kiss, super good. Moving on to the next piece of camping gear that I've got to test out. This right here is a solo stove, which you guys have seen me use when I was traveling and living out of the van before. I've tested a bunch of different solo stoves. This is actually like a new version of one that I haven't tested in the past. So let me show you what we're working with. Now, before we get into this, let me preface this a little bit. Fire in the woods through Colorado right now, generally kind of dangerous. There's a huge wildfire going on in California right now. So if you're gonna have an actual fire, make sure you know if there is a fire ban or not. Since it's been raining here pretty much all day, the fire danger is relatively low. The specific county that we're in Colorado does not have a fire ban, so we are technically okay to have a fire here tonight. That being said though, still inherently kind of dangerous because things here are typically pretty dry, so make sure you are using something generally that can contain a fire. Like the solo stove does a pretty good job of that. Also have water on hand, that way you can douse the fire if needed, especially when you're going to bed at night. I have 21 gallons of water in the van, which I'll probably use to put out the fire, but we also have a fresh running creek on that side of our campsite and over here, so water for us is really not an issue right now. So let's get into this little solo stove. So this is the Solo Stove Bonfire, which is the second largest one that they make. You guys have seen me use the Ranger in the past. I also gave that to a friend and then sort of downsized to the Campfire, which I still have. This is the next one up from the Ranger, the Bonfire, and then there's a massive one called the Yukon. So this is kind of a newer version of the Solo Stove. What's cool about these is that it basically has a secondary burn technology thing in here. Essentially, the walls of this fire pit are like double walled, and then as it heats up in here, it will suck in air through these holes on the bottom, and then as your fire is burning, the fresh air will come out of here because of the heat sucking it out, and it will sort of like secondary burn everything. So very low smoke output from a fire pit like this. This new version happened to come with a carrying case, which I of course put 2 bundles of wood inside of here, which is super nice. It has a removable top ring. This thing is crucial for making that secondary burn work. I don't know if all of the new Solo stoves are going to come with this, but it also has a ring on the bottom, so you're not setting this directly on the ground. When I was testing this at my house for like really the past 2 months, I've had quite a few fires in this already. You can actually touch this bottom ring and it's almost cool to the touch. That way if you're having a fire, say like on a deck or something like that, you're not going to burn the wood. It keeps the surroundings around here a little bit safer. And now for some of the new things on this newer Solo stove, you can remove this little top plate here, and then there's a little ash collection pan in the bottom. As you can tell, I've used this thing. Can bump out some of those ashes, and then I can replace that pan, making it way easier to clean up than before. Now the Solo stoves burn so efficiently that essentially when you're done with your fire, you're left with just this like powdery ash that you kind of see on my hands right now. In the past, you had to sort of like flip the whole Solo stove over to dump it out, like you may have seen me do with the Ranger. But when you bump up to bigger sizes like the Bonfire or the Yukon, having a little ash catch pan makes cleaning these things out way easier. So I've been digging it. I've been using it, like I said, for the past like 2 months now. They just released on Monday. So these new versions are available with these new features, and we're gonna have a little fire tonight, which is a good change of pace because everywhere else we've been camping this summer has had fire restrictions. It has been relatively wet in Colorado, which is nice, but this is gonna be the first like official fire that we've had in quite a long time. All right guys, we've got the Solo stove cooking now. Probably been going for like 45 minutes, and like Jake just said, you can't smell it, right?
No.
So that secondary burn, you can kind of see it maybe on video.
Coming out of it?
Yeah, you can see like where the fresh air comes out of the holes and it like burns again. So there's not a lot of smoke, super well contained, and we've put like not even half a bundle in here and it's putting out a lot of good heat.
Oh yeah, real good heat.
That's kind of what it looks like. Right here, I'll actually roll in footage of when I was using this at my house. This is the bonfire next to the campfire, which is essentially made for like cooking. So you can kind of see a size comparison there. Campfire is good for cooking. It's also good for like maybe a 1 to 2 person fire, but that's a little bit of a size comparison there, and I dig it. I like Solo stove. It's just nice to have a fire for once. We haven't had a fire in Colorado, and I couldn't even tell you the last time. Yeah, I love it. So we're gonna hang out here by the fire for a little while, and I think I'm gonna tap into the whiskey now. I'll check in with you guys, one, if we cook food again, which I don't know if I'm gonna be hungry. Are any of you guys hungry? No, maybe. I'll check in with you guys later. All right, so it is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. We're doing things right for camping until Tuesday. Today's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You're camping 5 days in a row. Jake's gonna be out here for a while. I don't think I can stay that long. I got puppy duties to attend to, but duties. We're letting the Solo stove burn out. This is 2 full bundles of wood, and as you can kind of tell, it's burning down to pretty much nothing. I'll show you guys in the morning, which will probably be in the next video. Sam is off in the distance
Making ramen.
cooking ramen.
He's DJing.
Let's go check in. It looks like he's DJing. DJ, spin that. Make the steam go off. Sick, dude.
Dude, cup of noodles at 1 a.m.
You can't go wrong with that.
Oh, look at that.
Now it's spouting off.
All right, here we go.
Honestly, kind of jealous.
Oh, yeah.
Food always tastes better under red headlamps.
Oh, for sure. That's the only reason I got it.
Hijacking some beef flavored ramen. I'm stealing your ramen and you'll never know. Dude, it's super cold.
It's so cold.
Now that we're not by the fire, it's so good.
My feet are freezing.
I mean, flip-flops are not doing us any justice right now. You have water? I'll bring water.
There's some water in there, too.
Going to find a bowl. Oh, it's cold. This is what the people subscribe for right here.
This is what the people It's the people going.
Gets the people going. I totally didn't steal ramen out of your truck. Nothing to see here.
I got tons of it.
You want some?
Me?
You want some of your own ramen? Now that it's like 40 degrees and we're wearing flip-flops, ramen sounds pretty good. Alright, we are hopefully not jumping the gun here. I'm gonna say these are done. Boiling hot ramen. Could dump some of the water out. Nah, we good. I'm like a chef. Look at this. You would eat this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. 100% worth it. I put literally no effort into this. Sam, thanks for letting me use your stove and water. Thanks for letting me steal your ramen.
For sure, I do have so many.
I owe you 25 cents or whatever they
Dude,
cost.
they're 9 cents, I think.
Thank you for the ramen, sir.
Cheers.
We'll see you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
Good night. Enjoy your ramen too.
Thank you.
Sam's over here making another cup.
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging. Kind of jealous, honestly. All right, I will see you in the morning. Sleeping in, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Trying to.
See you at noon tomorrow.
Whew, can't wait. It's been a while since I did this. Hopefully it works. It's 48 degrees inside the van with the door wide open. I'm gonna set this to 60. All right, now this thing is rocking. Listen to it. It's blowing smoke because I haven't used it in so long.
No, I got one.
Now I'm going to bed for real.
For real.
We made it to 1
Later.
o'clock or later. Buenas noches. Now, since we are out here camping tonight, Friday, and then tomorrow, Saturday, I'll probably stay here Sunday as well. It's 3 days in a row. I think I'm going to end the video here. Typically, I'd roll it over into the morning if we are leaving the camp spot, but since we're staying here, we're going to pick up with this camp trip tomorrow. So if you guys want to see more, make sure you consider clicking subscribe because I make new videos every week. Part 2 of this video will be out in about 2 days. So I will talk to you guys on Thursday. Peace.